DoorDash has teamed up with Wendy's, and they are using this system to crack down on fraud. What they are making Wendy's employees do has many Dashers and even Wendy's employees just scratching their heads. In this video, we are going to go over this crazy new program, what DoorDash is making Wendy's employees do, what's the purpose, how will it affect you as a DoorDash driver, and what does the future really look like? Have you seen this message lately when you go to pick up an order and you think, what is this? Don't worry, I haven't received it yet in my market, and I thought it doesn't affect me until I walked into my Wendy's yesterday and saw this scale. I started asking questions in the Wendy's, what is that? And ended up having a whole conversation about this new program with the manager of Wendy's, and this is exactly what I found out. Here is the new program. DoorDash teamed up with Wendy's, and according to the Wendy's manager I spoke to, they now have to weigh every DoorDash order that is sent out before the Dasher arrives. The weight has to be between two measurements before it's even sent out. So that way, DoorDash knows the right amount of food that went out. Call it a check and balance. Literally. The manager said the strange thing is the computer on the weight acts like a video game that if you achieve results, you can level up. Strange, right? Why is DoorDash making employees weigh food? The main reason for weighing orders is to combat fraud, both from the customers and yes, even some delivery drivers. Let's face it, customers complain all the time that they didn't get this or they didn't get that, and there might be a bad driver out there that might steal food from the bags. Well, this takes the heat off the restaurant. They weigh it and everything on their end was correct. They know to now pin it on the driver or the customer, but we all know, always blame it on the driver, right? But we know something like this is always about dollars and cents. Every time they have to remake an order, it costs money. Every time a customer reports something missing, it costs money. Will this reduce the cost of mistakes? But here's the next question. How does it really help the customer? False customer complaints, it's not uncommon for customers to report missing items from the order, whether it's an honest mistake from the restaurant or something that may have happened during delivery. But weighing orders before handing it off to the Dashers, Wendy's can actually verify that the entire order was packed correctly. If a customer claims that an item was missing, DoorDash now has a weight record to refer to, which could show that everything was included when it left the restaurant. How will this affect you as a driver? Besides getting another annoying pop-up, for Dashers this means one more thing, more protection. If an order is weighed and logged, DoorDash can see if the discrepancy happened before it even reached the driver. This reduces the chances of Dashers getting unfairly penalized for something that they didn't do. But here's the flip side. Weighing orders could slow down the pickup process slightly, especially during busy times. For Dashers, that means longer waits at Wendy's, which might impact how many deliveries they can complete during even peak hours. When I did this last night, it was a seamless process. They put it on the scale, they logged it, and I was out the door. Well, after talking to the manager. It didn't slow me down, but it wasn't during a busy time. This process is going to depend on your own Wendy's, how efficient they are, how staffed they are, and that will determine the timing-wise if this will slow you down. I don't believe it protects the driver, even though it says it will. I think it protects the restaurant and DoorDash from losing money. That's kind of it. I think it's easier to blame the driver. It left the restaurant correctly, but the driver must have done something to the order, because will DoorDash ever blame the customer? Nope. What will the future look like for this program? Well, I'm assuming it's a test, and just like every test, if it works, it'll get rolled out to more locations and more merchants. So the bigger question is how quickly will we see it in more pickups in the near future? To me, as long as you're picking up and dropping off correctly, it shouldn't affect you at all. Let DoorDash keep spending money, in my opinion, on frivolous things that might or might not save them money. Is this a new partnership with Wendy's and process? Is it crazy? Is it time consuming? Do you think it will actually prevent fraud? Speaking of new programs or updates, check out the latest update on the DoorDash app by watching this one next. It might just make you more money as a Dasher.